First of all, let me just say congratulations to you. If you clicked on this video, you already know what it is before I even get started. So I'm just going to say congratulations, my love. You snapped out of that illusion and you will never return. Whoever you are, you will never be the same, but it's going to be for good reasons. You're not going to allow anybody to trick you, anybody to manipulate you, anybody to control you, anybody to play in your energy, in your face, with your finances, with your time, with your energy. All of that is off the table. When it comes to you, it's not even an option. You have snapped out of an illusion and you will never return to that. I don't care if it's a different person. That individual will not be able to come into your life with that same kind of old energy and play in your face. You have evolved too much. When you experienced what you've experienced, my love, it took you to a whole nother level. You got that been there, done that t-shirt, and I'll never return kind of energy. Oh my goodness, the trickery worked for a little while, but now you're too grown. Now you're too healed. Now you know better, so you do better. You have literally snapped out of something that was not benefiting you, and it possibly could have had you in a chokehold for a long time. The idea of a situation, the idea of a person, the idea of your family possibly getting it together for real, for real. You've been trying so hard to talk to these people to try to see if they can get their life in order because you want them to do better, want to see them do better. But my love, it's all an illusion, or it was. These individuals never had any intention on getting it right, never had any intention on treating you right. It was all games. It was all to keep you stagnant. It was all to keep you chasing them, thinking that things were going to change, but they never were. The trickery, it worked for a little while because you had to grow up just a little bit. The divine God used that situation, my love, to grow you up. And now that you're grown, you will never turn back to them childish ways. I told you, you will never let anybody play with you. Is not giving that anymore. You too grown now. You're too wise now. And you actually using your lessons. You're actually letting it teach you a thing or two. You're applying it to your life now. You're not going to cry over it anymore. You're not going to be down and depressed about what they said or did not say. You're not going to care about connecting with that or that person, that thing anymore. It's a done data. It's over. You have snapped up out of that illusion and will never return. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here is truth, love, and light, heavy on the truth. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPal's, Cash App, Super Thanks, Thumbs Up, love, support. Continuing to show up, y'all. Each and every single time that I show up, please know I appreciate you all so much. So y'all listen, let's get into this thing because I don't want to hold you no longer than I have to. Whoever I'm speaking to, it was giving 1, 2, 3. The devil's after me. That's the kind of energy this person, those people were giving you. I'm talking about a straight up chokehold, wanting to keep you down, always wanting to see you hurt, always causing arguments, always in chaos, in traumas, in dramas, wanting you to sit up and entertain that. It was giving devilish energy. Somebody literally has an entity that's working on them, and that entity wanted to work on you. But the divine God said, absolutely not. That entity will stay with that individual. That entity will stay with your bloodline. That entity will stay with that ex-lover. You will not be carrying anybody's burdens. You will not be walking around in fear, in depression, in anxiety, and all of that other stuff. Maybe it did run in your bloodline, but it's going to stop with you. Let's go off, spirit. The buck stops with you when it comes to that kind of entity, that kind of situation, that kind of energy. You have snapped out of that illusion and you will not return. You will not be like your bloodline. You will not succumb to all of this other stupidity and everything that's going on around you. Absolutely not. Somebody literally has a devil working within them and they wanted to keep hold to you. That's crazy. They wanted you to be with them. I put a video out the other day that misery loves company. That person is they miserable. They wanted to drag you along with them because they can't get it together. But you snapped out of that. The divine came and reached way down and pulled you up out of that pit and said, no, not this one, not my baby, not my chosen one, not the one who's out here with a big heart just trying to do better and be better. Absolutely not. He or she will not be in this foolishness with you. Somebody is going through something and they wanted you to be by their side while they go through it. Absolutely not. You have taken all the bullets. You have taken all the hits. You have been the scapegoat for people. They have laughed at you, mocked you, and everything else. Now it's time for you to move on. Oh my goodness. It was given 1, 2, 3. The devil's after me. Somebody literally has been running you down. This person, I'm telling you, they are not good for you. They not good for themselves. They fighting their own demons, and you cannot stick around, my love. You cannot stick around for that. The divine has literally shined a light on somebody's situation, a light on somebody's relationship, a light on the way your people do what they do and why they do what they do. Has shined a light for you to see. And now that you see, you cannot unsee. The divine God wants somebody to know, I have shown you the truth. Trust it the first time. Oh my goodness. Trust what I showed you the first time so that you don't end up in another cycle with these people, with that person, thinking that it's something that it's not. It was an illusion. Somebody literally fed you something that wasn't real and wanted you to stick around for that foolishness. Absolutely not. Whoever you are, you're too strong for weak games. That individual, that situation, whatever happened in that connection, that dynamic, or whatever happened to you as a child, listen, it grew you up. You became stronger. I know sometimes, y'all, when we say that, you get tired of hearing people say, oh, you just got stronger out of that situation. But that's a big deal. That's really a big deal, because when you get stronger, that's something that cannot be stripped away from you. Those are your experiences. So when you get into different other situations and environments, you can stand 10 toes down. And some people be crumbling around you. They fold under pressure, but that's not you, my love. When the pressure comes, it creates a diamond for you. That's why people say what they say. When they say it just made you stronger, that's not a cliche. That's not something to just say. I'm talking about you. I am literally talking about you, and you're too strong now for weak games. When people come around you with that illusion, they come around you talking that blah, blah, blah. You can see what they're saying. You see their body language. You know what it is. This is you now walking in that authority and you being strong. You don't understand, my love, that when you went through what you went through, it taught you a whole lot of things. So it don't matter what people saying out of their mouth. You have been through some things. You can read them. Whether they talking good or not, you can read them, because now you have snapped out of that illusion. And because you've snapped out of that illusion, I told you will never return. So it don't matter who it is. When they come in your life with that blah, 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 you can already see straight through that BS. Let's talk about it. Spirit. You're too strong for weak games. Now when people come around you, that's just what it is. It's giving weak. It's giving weak. It's giving weak. When they show up with that kind of energy, it's giving weak, because now you're too strong, too wise, too evolved. You're too healed. You know who you are, and you just refuse to settle for weak people, weak games, weak antics and tactics, and it just is what the freak it is. Next. You figured out it wasn't your voice, but theirs. Go off, spirit. This is a part of somebody snapping out of that illusion. You figured out when you were listening and hearing things, and you thought that it was your intuition. You thought it was your ideas. You thought it was you who was saying this and doing that. It wasn't. It was those who was projecting. It was those who was playing in your energy. It was those who out here playing around with black magic and witchcraft and everything else they can put their pennies together and do. It was them. You figured out it wasn't your voice, but theirs. In the moment you figured that out, my love, you leveled up 10 times. You were ahead of the game every time they came around and tried to play. You snapped out of that illusion and will never return. The voice that you hear now will be that of your own or the divine. Nobody, when I say nobody, can now come around and give you their opinions. They can tell you what you can and cannot do. It don't matter what they say at this point. Their voice will never override your own or the voice of God. Let's talk about it. Spirit, you figured out it wasn't your voice. And that's a big deal, my love, because whoever you are, you possibly don't even realize that the divine has given you a supernatural gift. You tapped in a whole nother way. And so the entity within that person wanted to have you confused and fogged and making you think that you're hearing one thing when it's something else. But God used that, my love, to train you. Let's talk about it, Spirit. God used that situation to train you. And the moment you leveled up and start realizing, wait a minute, that don't sound right. That don't feel right. That don't resonate with my spirit. I don't care what they say and how they showing up, how I believe it's supposed to be that way. That just don't feel right. You snapped up out of that illusion and you will never return. The trickery, it worked for a little while, but now you're too grown for that. Again, you will never take anybody else's opinion over your own. I don't care if it's your mama. When she starts saying things and doing things that don't resonate with you, your spirit is going to be quickened. It's going to instantly put them antennas up and you're going to start looking around trying to figure out, what was that? Ooh, let's go off spirit. What was that? That didn't feel right. That didn't sound right. That is not right for me. Instantly, that's you getting stronger. There it is. Let's talk about it. That's why when people say it made you stronger, that's a big deal. Because that keeps you out of stupidity. That keeps you out of foolishness and drama and chaos. It keeps the fog from being around your mind, the fog from being off your finances and your creativity, keeping you from going to work, keeping you from having true relationships and all of that other stupidity. You snapped up out of that. You will not listen to your mama talking about who you should date and not date. Absolutely not. She cannot give you any advice because she don't know what she's doing herself. I'm in somebody's business. I'm in somebody's freaking business. She don't know what she's doing herself. It's an illusion over your life to keep you stagnant, keep you dating people that's not for you. And so you out here being miserable just like her. Instead of choosing your own dates, your own people, your own relationships, you listen to her. But absolutely not. That's over for somebody. Oh my goodness. That's over for somebody. You figured out it wasn't your voice. That's not what you want. That's not what you want to do. That's not the career that you want to take. That's not who you want to date. It's not your opinions. It was theirs. Not anymore. You're going to stand on business when it comes to you and yours and 10 toes down about it. Oh my gosh. Spirit is going in, y'all. You snap out of that illusion. Whoever you are, you sent these individuals on about their way. And now their tail is not just tucked, it's been cut off. This person, whoever they are, they could have acted as a friend for you. This person kind of been friendly. Because I don't know why the divine gave me that their tail, literally, it's not tucked. Y'all know when dogs get in trouble, when they've done something they shouldn't have done, their tails get tucked in between the back of their legs, their butt. This person was like that, but the divine messed around and went ahead and just cut the tail off. They don't even have a tail. They don't have one to wag. They can't pretend no more with nobody else. I told you the buck stops with you. Oh, let's go out, spirit. They can't even wag their tail no more. They can't even play no more in nobody else's face. They can't even pretend no more to be nobody else's friend. It's not working. It stopped with you. The moment you snapped up out of that illusion and told them this wasn't that, or you walked away, you started choosing yourself, it automatically put that person under your feet, behind you. They tucked their tail but messed around and messed around and let the divine got a hold to them. That's what I feel like. God got a hold to this person, and now that tail has been cut, my love. God has literally stood up for you. When you said, you know what, I'm going to turn the other cheek. I'm going to be grown, because I told you, you have grown up now. I'm going to be grown about the situation. I'm going to make sure I do what I got to do for me and mine. I could care less about these people, that person. God came right in and cut the tail off of that individual. Oh my gosh. They will never be able to return back to that devilish energy, just like how we started out. 1, 2, 3, the devil's after me. Somebody will never be able to do what they do, how they did it now. They can't do it like that no more because of you. When you evolved and snapped out of that illusion and start doing what you were doing, how you were supposed to be doing it, you dismantle some people, somebody, their character, their ego, their pride, everything that they thought they had going on is not giving that anymore because of you. The trickery, it worked for a little while, but now you're too grown. And my love, the moment I'm telling you, you snapped out of that, it switched the whole game. It switched the tables. It switched up the way they thought. It switched up the way they was wagging that tail. It switched up all of that. You stepped on their paws. They went to squealing. Somebody is hurt. Somebody is hurt that you have gotten out of their illusion. Somebody is hurt that you have chose yourself. Somebody is hurt by the fact you don't want to play the game. Somebody is hurt now that you're deciding not to answer your phone, your text messages. Somebody is hurt now that you're speaking the truth. Somebody is hurt. And the divine has put you in this space for a reason. Even if you're not out here speaking your truth, you're just living in it. Somebody feelings hurt by that alone. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. You snapped out of that illusion and you will never return. Y'all, let's run it back and get out of here. First, it was given 1, 2, 3. The devil's after me. Next, you're too strong for weak games now. All of your experiences has leveled you up, so people can't play them games with you no more. As a matter of fact, you don't have time for games. You about your business these days. Let's talk about it. Next, you figured out it wasn't your voice, but theirs. People cannot give you their opinions and want you to live it out as if it's real. Absolutely not. It's all illusions. That's their truth, not yours. Lastly, their tail is not tucked. It's been cut. Go out, spirit. That individual, they cannot hide anymore. They can't pretend anymore. They can't act like they good anymore. That tail has been cut off, exposed, and everything else. It's a dandada. Oh my goodness. Talk about it, spirit. Listen, I think that's it, y'all. Ooh. I think that's it. I appreciate you all so much for sharing your time with me, your energy with me, whether you're old or you're new. I appreciate you. Thank you for your PayPals, Cash App, super thanks, thumbs up, love, support. Continuing to show up, y'all. Each and every single time that I show up. Y'all, I feel like my voice is leaving me. I've been doing a couple videos today and my voice is gone. So I don't know. It just feels kind of hoarse right now. But I thank y'all for just staying 17 minutes. Going on 18 now. So if you stayed this long, guess what? We go together now. Real bad. So until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.